You know, I'm pumped up to go to the Bahamas, do some filming, get some bonefish, like chasing the muttons on fly as well, something we've gotten into over there, so looking forward to that. And, you know, it's good to get out of Florida every now and then.
There's a hurricane, we're not going to the Bahamas.
So, yeah, that kind of sucks. Well, got to put the boat away.
Yep.
What's up, buddy? This is much better where I had it. I think. We're supposed to be in the Bahamas right now, but instead we are in Hialeah, in an undisclosed location, parking our skiffs away from Irma.
Strata hooked it up for people who don't have anywhere to store their boats, man. This is like a major blessing. This is gonna flush the Everglades. It's gonna wipe all that sediment out.
You just don't know. I mean, that eye wall is 50 miles across. Andrew is 10 miles across. It's a big...
Mother Nature's way of replenishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when we sort of take refuge a little bit and hide a little bit from the weather. But yeah, it's still very nasty out here. The sand is really...
We're gonna see some snook working this edge right here. Now we're gonna cast at it.
What does that hat say?
Cubans for clean water, buddy. Down through Saudi.
That's the ticket right there. That's that snook candy though.
Put the snook candy on.
Fishing after the hurricane was great. A lot of fresh water pushing through the glades.
As soon as I would say that tannic water sort of cleared out and water started getting a little clearer, started seeing lots of snook.
Suddenly got great vids and snook are everywhere.
We launched the mud break.
We hit the salt marshes trying to find new areas.
As soon as we get up into Little Creek, there's little tarpon rolling everywhere. Water level was really high, way higher than normal.
There was like a snook and tarpon hideout. I mean, everyone was catching fish. So I invited Travis to come down from Atlanta.
Eric called me, said fishing's on fire in the glades. Wasn't sure really what to expect, especially with Irma. Got down there, fishing was off the chain. So we come around this one little point and...
So we pull up to a point full of fish.
Reds, there's snook, tarpon in there.
He's freaking out. I had to yell at him to make a cast.
I make this one just crappy little cast off this point. I'm stripping and I see this mouth. I swear, this mouth like this. Just swallow the fly. I set the hook and it's on. It is on.
I'm so happy he didn't trout set. On to the next spot.
Pushing around, trying to find fish. All of a sudden, snook everywhere. Freaking 3-4 casts, boom.
So what, Mr. Snook now?
I had this vision in my mind of what this trip might be.
People I've talked to, there's been a number of islands that have shifted and sandbars that have shifted.
When my first snook was in my hands in the Everglades.
But the fact remains, the water is still not correct down here.
That was the #1 moment in fly fishing that I've ever experienced. It was perfect, absolutely perfect.
We shouldn't have to rely on hurricanes to try to wipe out and clean out the system anyways. That's not, you know, that's not the way it's supposed to be.
Even though the ecosystem isn't quite right, Come down, book a guide, catch some fish, and you'll still be mind blown.
Ooh.
On my rod.
Never in my wildest dreams did I think that it would turn out the way it did.
Yeah, I posted a video online of me filling the boat up with water and chalking it up, everything.
Come down to South Florida. The fishery's great.
Oh, sold. That was it. It was done.
Snap my rod in half.
Eric calls me right after I do it. So the boat's full of water and sitting on blocks and like ready to go. And he's like, hey dude, I got a spot.